Hey, you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. I know I feel like I guess it's been about a week. I pop up when I can. Life gets in the way. It really does. I've had a couple of deaths in my family over the last, I would say, even a week. Not immediate, but my family nonetheless. I've had a couple of deaths, and my daughter has transitioned back into the classroom. She's remote, but she's also going back to school. They're just kind of having the kids go back to school twice a week, and her ass trying to walk down to the bus stop with no coat. I don't know what it is about teenagers. I don't know if y'all got teenagers, but what is it about teenagers not wanting to wear a coat? I'm like, I see all these kids walking to the bus stop. Ain't nobody got on a coat the first. Their hoodie is a coat. I don't understand it. I'm trying to look cute for what? It is negative 11 degrees, and y'all trying to go out there. And I'm like, no, you wearing a coat. You putting on a coat, right? And just kind of dealing with that kind of stuff. And also my son, I think I told you guys a little bit if you've watched any of my videos. My son, I always thought that would be my kid that would go off to college. He was my firstborn. I wanted him. It was my dream of him going off to college, going away and pledging, like all the things that I just like dreamed for him. And of course he decided he wanted to stay local, and he wasn't really getting good grades anyway, so he made the decision he didn't want to go back after a year. And I was like, oh my God, what is this kid gonna do? But he ended up like opening a business for himself, and he's been investing. He's the one that kind of got the investing bug in me, where I just want to like sit there and really learn how to trade and learn different stocks and dividend stocks and stuff like that. And so last week, he doesn't live with me. He was every morning he was texting me early in the morning like, Mom, look, I made this, I made that, I made this. Look at my profits, because he had invested in some cannabis stock a while ago, and it finally spiked last week. And so I was just so proud of him to see that he's learning so much. He's just doing such a great job learning this stuff. And you always want your kids to do better than you. So it's so nice to be able to see that he is in fact he doing a damn thing. I'm proud of him. And so I'm learning how to invest as well. Now, that very same weed stock that he invested in, I sold it like a few weeks ago because it wasn't doing nothing. And I was like, oh, I don't need this. And it spiked last week. So anyway, that's what I've been up to. So just to kind of give you a rundown. Princess Girl, you told me that you've been watching Chris Sane. Good for you. I'm so proud of you. Let's keep making this money, girl. All right. Chris Sane is a YouTuber that teaches us about stocks and trading and stuff like that. So check him out if you are interested in learning. All right. So let's get into Miss B.Simone. That's what everybody's been talking about over the last few days, over something that she said that they consider controversial. First things first, let me give you a warning. B.Simone can be very, very loud. Her voice can be very, very screechy. So I'm going to go ahead and play what she said, and then we're going to talk about why it rubbed people the wrong way. Go ahead and listen to Miss B.Simone.
We got all these things we want in a man. A list of things. He got to be tall. He got to be dark. He got to be handsome. He got to have pretty teeth. He got to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. He got to be rich. He got to be successful. He got to be all these things. And we ain't even half the things on that list. He got to be a family man. Bitch, you ain't talked to your mama in 6 months, but you want him to be a family man. He got to be financially stable. Your account is in the negative, ma'am. Overdraft fees. He got to have a job. You need to go fill out some applications because you're still unemployed. He got to have pretty teeth. You ain't seen a dentist in 6 years. He got to have a six-pack and be in shape. You can't even walk up a flight of stairs without huffing and puffing. Get your life together. This whole list that he got to be. You ain't even half the things on that list.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When I saw B.Simone, when I first saw this, I thought those were her knees. I really wasn't paying close attention. So I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this child's knees. They all scarred up. Lord, I need to look closer. Put my contacts in or something. Anyway, so what she said has been trending on the internet. Twitter, specifically, all the blogs picked it up. And a lot of people feel like she is out of line. And B.Simone does not come without controversy. You may not know her very well. It ain't like I know her very well. I have done videos on her over the last summer. But if you watch Wild 'N Out, you might know her from there. She's supposedly some kind of comedian or something like that. I can't listen to it for more than like 1 or 2 minutes because her voice is just it does something to me. I'm sorry, it does something to me. Also, she's had controversies, like I said, over the summer, where people were dragging her and canceling her because of something she said regarding the George Floyd protest. I still can't really figure out what she said that make people cancel her, but Twitter is quick to cancel somebody, right? Cancellations, honestly, in my opinion, only really happen on the internet. I mean, I don't know if they really happen in real life. Nonetheless, she also got dragged for saying that she wanted an entrepreneur man. She wasn't interested in a 9-to-5 man because he would not understand her lifestyle. So they dragged her for that. Then she put out some kind of little book that did really, really well, and she was showing like her sales and how well she was doing. And then it turns out that she had plagiarized a big portion of it. It was one of those Brian Griffin wish it wanted do it books that people be like, we'd be having all the pages like manifest, write down what you really want, that kind of shit. So she got dragged for that. And most recently, I remember her trending, I guess it was several weeks ago, when this whole Danny Lay, the baby, because, she'd been just drooling over the baby for a long time. Then she comes out and basically says that Danny Lay has something up on her, on all basically black women, because she's a Latina. It was just kind of cringy. I'm just paraphrasing. But nonetheless, she was trending. And she always seems to be trending for, I don't know, all the wrong reasons. So when I saw her trending the other day, I thought to myself, oh boy, here we go. And I listened to what she said. Now, let's talk a little bit about what she said. Because even in the comments, while Twitter was trashing her and dragging her, the comments on Instagram under the blogs that posted what she said were very different. A lot of people actually agreed with her. They felt like she didn't tell any lies. So like I said, let's talk about what she actually said. She's basically saying what I heard her say, and I'm assuming she's talking to her core audience, which would be black women, probably from the ages of 18 to 35, 40 if I'm being generous, but I'm going to just give her that 18 to 35 demographic. She's basically telling women that don't come to the table with nothing, but you're asking for all of this other stuff. So basically be what you are trying to attract. That is what I heard. Now, I'm not saying what she's saying is right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what I heard. What I don't necessarily understand is why they're dragging her for it. I really don't. I just think people just like to drag and just hop on a bandwagon for it, because I could have sworn I've heard other people say that. I could have sworn I have heard that message before. A different messenger, but nonetheless the same message. Hell, a lot of y'all folks love Kevin Samuels, the one that be over there with the women on his thing. They be like, Kevin, I got a house, I got a car, I'm educated, I got my own business. Go ahead and tell me what you think. Rate me from a 1 to 10. And he'd be like, what do you think you are? And she'd be like, I'm a 7. And he'd be like, you a 4. It's just, I cringe. I can't even sit through any of that. I feel for those women who feel like they got to go over there and be validated by this man. I feel for him. But a lot of folks be over there, men and women alike, and they be over there like, he telling the truth. He this and he this. So I don't understand why people are dragging her for something he says all the time, and other folks, right? Nonetheless, a lot of people feel like she's wrong. I mean, it almost felt like a punching down. These are comments that I'm saying. They felt like she was punching down. Like now that she got herself a little man, now she's sitting here and talking down to her core audience. So what do you guys think about what she said? Because I'm going to tell you about what I think she said. I personally wasn't moved or offended by anything she said. I'm not. I can pick it apart, but I'm not offended by it. First things first. I think that anybody who wants to upgrade their lives should do it for themselves and not to attract a man or a woman. I'm talking to men and women alike. anytime if you level up, do it because you want to level up. Because if you just literally solely focused on getting your life together to attract a person, then you got bigger problems than you realize. You know, level up, get your life together, get your job, your house, your education, whatever it is you want for you, for your kids. But don't ever, ever, ever do it for the sole purpose of attracting somebody, because what I understand is that you can be all of those things and people still wouldn't want you. You could be all those things and still be labeled a fool, okay? Because at the end of the day, men, women alike, men like dumb pussy, they like smart pussy, they like broke pussy, they like rich pussy, they like homeless pussy, they like apartment living pussy, they like all of it. So it don't matter. It really don't matter. They like unemployed pussy. So why would you be doing all of that for the opposite sex or same sex, whatever it is you like? Why would you be doing all of that anyway for somebody else? Okay? Now, what she said, I thought long and hard about, and I thought to myself, because her core audience are black women, I'm thinking to myself, not that I can imagine that too many women are walking around like that. I'm sure they are. But men got the same kind of audacity if we really talking about it. A bunch of men out here call themselves wanting tens, but ain't nothing but twos in all categories. So I think that if she had made it more like universal, like men and women alike, then I think it would have been more palatable to people to listen and digest. But the truth of the matter is, they ain't gonna like her because it's her. The message ain't no different than what other people been saying, but it's her, so it's easy to go ahead and drag her. Just get on the bandwagon and drag her. But to be perfectly honest with you, I hate that black women always have to work 1,000 times harder to get anything. Like, oh, well, how you want this and how you want this and how you gonna think that you should have this and this and this. I almost feel like people be feeling like black women had the audacity to even want to set high standards for themselves. And that's how I feel about that. When white women probably been raised since birth to always marry up and always to level up as far as marrying up. Why do people feel like black women have the goddamn audacity to even want that? When you got white women out here that don't be having a lick of education, but will go and land a dude with a $100,000 salary. Hell, Tiger Woods married a nanny. These NFL, and I know they don't set the standard. I know that's not all men, but a lot of these men would literally go out there and pick a woman right out the trailer park. So why do we have to have this, and this to attract this, and this? Because again, I just told y'all, man or woman alike, you can be all those things, and somebody still will go and want broke dick, rich dick, borrow my car dick, right? Or it's a GED pussy. And that's no offense to GED, but the point I'm making is you can be all the things that she is talking about. Like, get this, you had this and had this and had this, and they still don't want you. So it just do for yourself. And like I said, I just hate that black women always have to have this everything. They have the audacity. It's almost like, how do y'all have the audacity to have high standards for yourself, and you ain't coming in with this? Well, ain't nobody else coming in with that. Y'all don't expect that of white women. So why do we have to have all these things together, right? Just like I said, if you're going to level up for you. Point blank, period. Don't do it for nobody else, because you could be everything, all those things. You could check off every box, and you still won't be enough for somebody that don't want you, all right? And I'm kind of done preaching about that. I didn't want to belabor the point. I certainly wanted to see what you guys thought about what she said, because like I said, I don't necessarily think she's lying, so to speak, but maybe she just didn't articulate it in a way that was palatable to most people. But I just think that whatever she said, ain't nobody gonna like it. That's my truth. That's the truth of the matter of. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about that. Now, I want to end this video shouting out another creator. And, I don't have a huge following. I got like 31,000. But listen, I'm grateful for every last one of you. I certainly don't ever be like, no, I'm grateful to have the following that I have and the subscribers that I have. And I want to shout out a creator. This is one of my subbies' sons. Her name is Katrina, and her son, this is his channel, 2DK Animations. And I want you guys to go over and show him some love and subscribe to his channel. Young black creative, animator, getting his feet wet. He doing his thing. I've looked at a lot of his content. Very, very good. Very, very talented. And I want to be able for us as a people, as a community, us over here to support other YouTubers that are up and coming. And I would love to do that. If you guys ever listen, it don't cost me nothing, but a few words to say, hey, go support so and so, so and so. So if you ever want me to say something, shout out your channel, send me an email. Just my email is always in my description box. Go ahead and send me an email because I won't see it any other way, to be honest with you. But I saw, Katrina, I did see yours, and I wanted to make sure I shouted him out. And we got to help each other. Listen, if we could talk about, me included, if I could sit here and talk about other YouTubers and their mess and the drama, I can sit here and talk about another YouTuber's success and their page. So if you, like I said, whatever you do, whether it's cooking, hair, what I do, whatever it is that you want and you are up and coming and you want, me to just say, hey, send it, shout out. I would love to do that. It don't bother me, and it don't cost me nothing to say it, to be honest with you. And I want to be able to do that more often, right? So just go ahead and support him. He's really talented. Like I said, 2DK Animations. Go over there and subscribe to his channel. Let's show us some love. Let's get him some subscribers. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers, and then on and on and on. And because he's talented, he's absolutely talented, and he should be, to get some visibility over there. So that's all I really have to say today, guys. I don't know when I'll be coming back. I'm going to try to come back more often, but I ain't going to promise. So anyway, you know what to do over here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, right? Hit the notification bell. Hey, know the gang. All right. Hey, know the gang. And I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, y'all. Bye.